All right, I have Berry Thompson with me, all the way from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Indeed.
All right, ma'am. So, how was your experience right here in Karbi Anglong?
I have been absolutely amazed at the sophistication of the development and the thoughtfulness here in Karbi Anglong, especially in Difu. The city is laid out incredibly well, and the investment that's been made by this government in what to strategically invest their money in is unparalleled in the Northeast. There's a stadium complex here, there's a football field, they're building a pool. All of these things benefit all the citizens, not just some. The good roads are down through the middle of the city. It's one of the few places I've seen where there's actually parking available on both sides of the road so that you can enter the market, buy more stuff than you could carry by hand, and still put it in your car and take it back home.
True.
There is a heritage museum here for the Karbi people that help you to understand the tribes that formed the area that you're in. They're very educational. It gives you a broad array of things about their spiritual nature, about their weaving, about their crops, about their land, about bamboo, and all of that is available at the museum. Even the design of the museum is thoughtful. It's the shape of fundamentally the shape of the earrings that the women used to wear when they stretched their ears and wore those ornaments that they traded for. And so even the story about those ornaments, about the history of them, is in that museum. And it really helps make a framework for how the Karbi lived their lives.
Ms. Thompson, I would like to know about the tourism thing in Karbi Anglong, as you've been going around the Northeast, and I think you must have gone to a lot of places. So what do you see? What kind of upliftment or what kind of, inputs that we could work on from the tourism department so that we can uplift and then reach out to the rest of the world? What is the thing that you would like to suggest us?
The main thing is to continue the effort to promote your culture, and within that, to continue to be able to support your own food supply, to be able to build homestays where people can come and stay, to continue to expand your weaving operations so that the ladies have jobs they can do, but also that there are things that people can buy and take home that are the incredibly high quality of the weaving in this area. To be able to grow the food that's sold and that's cooked and eaten in those homestays so that the money stays locally while giving people the opportunity to taste produce grown here, to be able to stay in housing that is built here, that is of a traditional nature, and to be able to go out and see the beauty of the nature that's here that is in so few other places.
Very true, very true. So you will be traveling now next to?
I am headed to Dimapur next.
Okay.
And then from Dimapur back up to my club's village, or my club's town, which is Silchar.
True, true. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a safe trip and safe journey.
And I would say one other thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a chartered accountant. I'm 61 years old, and I have 11 grandchildren. So I have a lot invested in this world to see to it that it continues to have a bright future for our children and our grandchildren. So I think about the same things that you all think about for your children, and what will they do in this evolving world and with the tourism and people going other places. And I also think about it from an economic standpoint because I'm an accountant, and whether it's sustainable. You all have done an amazing job with the infrastructure here to be able to create sanitation, to be able to create water supply, to be able to create good roads. So that's going to allow you to build a lot of development on those corridors to support your tourism industry.
Thank you so much. And I would like to also thank the government here who are running the show at the moment. A doctor and the CEM of Karbi Anglong, Mr. Tuliram Ronghangji. Under his leadership, we are able to uplift the infrastructure and the overall round development right here.
Yes, and it is obvious to even a foreigner who doesn't speak the language how vastly different the management of this area is from every area I've been to before now.
Very true, very true. So thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
An example that every tribe in every place can look at, and I will be telling them to look at Defu.